Hi, this is Hot Chocolate with Paul. I am sitting inside a school bus as I am about to go on duty for an afternoon run for my school district. I thought I'd talk a little bit about school bus driving and school bus safety. Now, because I am on the job, I'm not going to be recording all of the things that I'm supposed to be doing while I'm driving. So you will see this in an edited form in ways that will not interfere with the job that I'm doing. Just a real quick look at the dashboard before we get started. It's pretty straightforward. You got pressure gauges over here for the air brakes. You got your speedometer. You got your water temperature over here. You got your engine RPMs. You got your oil pressure. You got your fuel gauge. And over here is the automatic transmission. This here is the parking brake. It can also be the emergency brake. If a driver were driving and passed out or something, became incapacitated, anybody could come up and pull on this, and that would cause the bus to come to a stop. Over on my left side, I got things like heaters and fans and defroster and lights. And this is a master switch for the red lights and yellow lights that are on the outside of the bus. This is the button that opens and closes the door. There's a PA system. Microphone for the two-way radio, and a microphone for the PA system inside the bus. I've always felt that driving a school bus is not that hard. It's just a larger vehicle, and once you learn all the procedures to it, it's actually pretty easy. So before we take a bus out, we have to do what's called a pre-trip, where we check the inside of the bus. We check things like the emergency hatch, the emergency windows, make sure the seatbelts are all working right, things like that. On the outside of the bus, we go around and check each wheel, make sure the lug nuts and bolts and everything is in place, and looks like the tires are inflated properly, no damage to things, no damage to windows on the outside or inside of the bus, making sure the headlights work, making sure all the lights on the outside work. Just checking everything. So giving some thoughts about school bus safety. One thing that people ask me a lot about are the rules for stopping for a school bus. When you see the yellow lights come on, the bus is going to stop. What you need to do is slow down. Maybe you have to stop, maybe you don't. If the bus goes past you or you approach the bus and you're able to get through while the yellows are still on, that's fine, but do it slowly. You don't need to go racing. The whole point of slowing down is kids are going to come run into the bus. They're unpredictable. If they lose something, if a ball drops or a paper blows or something like that, their impulsive instinct is to go chasing after it. And you don't want to be speeding past a bus like you're trying to beat a light when that happens. People have asked me if there's a divided highway and the bus on the other side comes to a stop, do I have to stop? In New York State, yes, it is a law. I'm aware that in other states it's not the law, but it is in New York State, and New York State is where I live and where I drive a bus, so that's what I'm most familiar with. So, yes, a divided highway, you need to stop. Now, having said that, my school district does not have any school bus stops on divided highways. I can't speak for other school districts, but mine will not do that. If you have a child that's in school and rides a school bus, there are some responsibilities that you as a parent should know, and that is to make sure your children are trained to behave on the bus. You can't be making excuses for them if they misbehave. And I can tell you, no child is immune to misbehavior on a bus. Your kids can do it, and they will do it. They will misbehave. I speak from experience. It will happen. I've been driving a school bus for 10 years, and I've seen it all. People ask me, how do I control the kids on the bus? How do I control their behavior? Well, I do have a bus driver voice, so I use it when I need to. I know generally speaking I'm pretty soft-spoken, but I will speak up when I need to. Another thing that works for me is to stop the bus and let them know we're not going anywhere until things settle down. That actually works pretty well for me. The reason I started driving a school bus was because the job that I had working at a TV station, my position was eliminated. And I just gave it some thought and thought it would be nice to have summers off. So that's what I went for. And what I actually found once I started doing it was I really enjoy the job. I do enjoy it. And I can honestly tell you that the way the television business has gone these days, I don't miss it at all. But if I were not driving a school bus, at least on a somewhat regular basis, I think I would miss that because I do enjoy it. I get a kick out of driving a large vehicle. I enjoy it. And sometimes interacting with some of the kids is kind of fun. You know, they got their fun personalities, and it's fun to kid around with some of them. So those are just some thoughts about school bus driving and a little bit about school bus safety. Just be careful around school buses, really. Just be careful. There's a lot more I could say about it, but I'll leave you with those thoughts. And that's Hot Chocolate with Paul for today. Have a good day.